Hey, I got this new GoPro Hero 10 Black, and I decided that I would check out how the photos look on it. So I decided to compare photos from it to my Nikon Z7. Let's see how it goes. The subjects today are going to be these pretty blue hyacinths that smell wonderful, and the good old daffodil. Let's see what we can do with it. I did all my comparison in Capture One Pro. Here's two pictures straight out of the camera. The Z7 pictures from Nikon's on the left and the GoPro is on the right. I also put a copy of each of the histograms underneath so you can see the differences. You can notice on the GoPro histogram they flattened out the curve quite a bit, and if you look at the image it looks like they boost their saturation some. Now granted, the picture on the left, the Nikon's, their color profile tends to lean towards the blue side, towards cooler colors, so that can be worked on, but the GoPro is definitely saturated and it's actually pleasant and appealing. The second image here, I took the GoPro image and I corrected it to match the Nikon image as best I could and made note of my settings. I went way down on the white balance. I had to go down on the tint. I had to go up on the exposure. I had to go down on highlights, and I also had to go down on shadows. On the third set of images here, I did a little blowing up just to see what the detail looked like to compare between the Nikon and the GoPro, and I didn't expect the GoPro to have the same resolution as the Nikon, but I can say that the contrast is very pleasing. Now looking at the daffodils, both straight out of the camera, except I backed off on the highlights. They were both blown out in a few areas. I found this shot interesting. And what I did was I tried to color correct the Nikon image this time. I got the colors, at least the yellow, close, but if you notice, you've got a lot nicer contrast on the GoPro image on the right, there in the center area of the flower. And I thought that was nice. And I'll tell you one other thing is that if I really wanted to match the color correction on these two images, I would have had to done a lot of work to the Nikon image, because just moving general sliders wasn't going to cut it. I was going to have to go in and detail edit. Once again, in the final images, you can see the better definition in the flower on the left, the Nikon image, versus the flower on the right, which came from the GoPro. But I have to say once again, I don't know if it was because it was backlit, I don't know, but it looks really nice. In the end, I don't expect the GoPro Hero 10 to take the same resolution images as the Nikon Z7, but I can tell you that it does take a very pleasing image, and the color space looks nice, and it's actually very appealing. Well, that's my fun for the day. Here's the original out of the camera untouched images for you to look at, and until I start playing with this again, until next time, see you later.